So one frustrating thing I would like to mention is that not everything works as according to plan. This application which I am using, known as Voicemeeter, which amplifies the voice and the microphone which I am using, which explains why why my microphone sounds a bit different for today. It's like OBS didn't really properly pick up or register with Voicemeeter, and it is not working. So now you guys have to hear this shitty quality for at least some time until I get this whole thing fixed. So anyways, welcome to the commentary. American fashion brand sparks outrage over school shooting themed hoodies. So the title says it all. The outrage says it all. Hell, the fucking dude posing with the Sandy Hook hoodie with the bullets says it all. So if you guys didn't know about yesterday, American fashion brand Bstroy, PTSD. So they basically received a lot of freaking criticism on social media after displaying school shooting themed hoodies at a show during New York's Fashion Week. Why not kick it off with showcasing some of the finest freaking hoodies in which people died during the school shootings for the past decade. So some of these include, but not limited to, Sandy Hook, Virginia Tech, Columbine, and Stoneman Douglas, which is essentially 4 of the most deadly school shootings in American history. There's no backstory behind this. I'm pretty sure everything's as up close as upfront and blatant as possible. And the brand has their Instagram page, which they proudly presented those garments and in hopes of raising awareness, as I kind of assumed too. And obviously it backfired, you know. And let me just see this real quick. Let me just take a gander at this profile here and see what they're trying to go for here, because I checked out their Instagram page and ultimately it doesn't really look that bad. Their clothing styles is pretty dope. Look at this right here. Really, it wasn't until recent where they came up with this idea of releasing a lot of school shooter themed hoodies. It wasn't really they're not really well known, you know. I'm pretty sure that was what got them a lot of media attention. But yeah, so this right here, I don't know why. See, like I said before, the Sandy Hook hoodie is riddled with bullets. And others Stoneman Douglas, also riddled with bullet holes, and the Columbine. Probably one of the biggest examples of fashion gone wrong. Now, as far as I can see, those 3, honestly, those 3 are the ones I've seen so far. I honestly haven't seen the Virginia Tech one, but I'm pretty sure they took that down right before they got exposure from the media and shit. But anyways, so so obviously the internet is, I'm pretty sure the internet is not okay with that. I mean, I'm not okay with that. There are a few friends who are going with this idea, with supporting, well, not supporting, but kind of raising awareness for school. Oh my god, what the fuck? Some people are going with it, saying it's just a hoodie, or I love how people are getting upset with the idea with the hoodie being in relation to fashion and school shootings rather than the actual issue itself. But I do kind of agree with half of what these people are saying, because obviously the idea of school shooting is a big problem in America right now, especially in America with not just school shootings, but shootings in general. And I'm assuming that what they are trying to do is, like I said, raise awareness to such problems. But there are a lot of other problems that helps extinguish the fire rather than add fuel to the flame, my guy. And this is definitely one of these causes, bro. And also these things are on sale too. This is actual distributed by the brand, you know, and it's kind of distasteful. And people are trying to get them to buy and wear this clothing that has been the cause of deaths of a lot of students and young children and young adults alike. And it's kind of sad to really see seemingly a good brand kind of just think that this would be a pretty good idea, and it's not really the best way in terms of like seeing what the other people are seeing and trying to like speak upon it, because I don't really think that people would actually want to wear this type of shit. And like I might be just nitpicking or just talking on my ass at this point, but there are like a lot of people who survived or are families of the victims of the school shootings who like came forth and just like was just like, yo, like this is kind of fucked up. It's also like even worse when you try to make money off of like such an American tragedy, like something that people won't like even speak about, because it's such like a horrible thing that's happened in the past decade. And Brick Owens and Dewey Coraz, the founders of the brand, stated that sometimes life can be painfully ironic, like the irony of dying violently in a place where you considered to be a safe. Let me start again. Sometimes life can be painfully ironic, like the irony of dying violently in a place you consider to be a safe, controlled environment like school. We are reminded all the time of life's fragility, shortness, and unpredictability, yet we are also reminded of its infinite potential. Which, in its own, is not really a bad statement, but like I said, there are a handful of other options that you can try to contribute to and portray, rather than trying to make money off such an American off something that's like completely horrible. It's literally like me making money, or like me trying to sell like a product that was once held, or that was like once remembrance of of like the Holocaust. It's literally just as bad as what he's trying to go for. And let's just say I'm also doing this for like a cause or like awareness for anti-Semitism, and it's just as equally as bad, because like I said, you're making money off of something that is problematic in today's society, and it's kind of fucked up. I'm sorry. I know some of you guys might argue like, oh, like it's just a hoodie, like you should be worrying about the actual cause rather than the hoodie itself, but it's still like related to such problems, you know what I mean? It's still like a big issue, regardless of like if it's a hoodie, if it's a fucking cup, if it's a candy bar, a fucking video game, mind you. Like it's still like in the topic, or to say the least, or for lack of a better word, in the same context as the problem in the United States. So it's not okay. Like I'm going by my word. It is definitely not okay. Like it's totally fine if we're doing this for free, I guess, but it's still like nobody will wear an outfit that is like reminded of like what people went through in history. So, and I feel really bad for the victims, or those who have experienced school shootings, or the families in which their like child or family member has been involved in a school shooting. It's a terrible thing, and and I'm really sorry that like this whole thing has happened to you guys, and like you guys had to see all of this, because no one deserves it. Like no one deserves that shit. Just like let me know what you guys think about the situation, and I will gladly see you guys in the next video.